I want you to picture your dog right now. Think about where they are. They are probably curled up on the couch or sprawled out across your bed, completely fast asleep. You probably have hundreds of photos on your phone of them sleeping in absolutely bizarre, hilarious, twisting positions. But what if I told you those funny positions are not just random? What if I told you that your dog is actively speaking to you while they sleep? Before we decode these sleeping secrets, I have to take a very quick moment to talk about you. I am completely overwhelmed with gratitude. This community has just crossed 100,000 subscribers. When this journey first started, the goal was simply to share a few free tips to help pet parents understand their best friends. It was never imagined that 100,000 of you from all over the globe would join in this mission. You have trusted me with your puppies, you have shared your heartbreak over your senior dogs, and you have taken the time to study canine biology just so you can be a better protector for your animals. I am so incredibly honored to be your online veterinarian. So, we are going to celebrate this massive milestone today, not with a scary medical warning, but with a celebration of the pure love we share with our dogs. Because today, we are doing a 20-minute canine psychology masterclass. We are going to become sleep translators. I am going to decode the evolutionary biology behind the 5 most common dog sleeping positions. By the time we finish, you will know exactly how your dog is feeling, how they manage their body temperature, and exactly how much they trust you. Grab a warm cup of coffee, give your sleeping dog a gentle pat, and let us dive into the first position. Let us start with the most common, classic sleeping pose in the entire animal kingdom, the donut. This is when your dog curls up into a tight, perfect little ball. They tuck their paws tightly under their body, and they wrap their tail completely around so it touches their nose. To understand the donut pose, we have to travel back in time thousands of years and look at their wild ancestors in the forest. When wolves and wild dogs sleep outside, they face 2 massive biological threats: cold weather and nocturnal predators. By curling into a very tight ball, a dog physically minimizes their body surface area. This brilliant anatomical shape prevents their body heat from escaping into the cold night air. The fluffy tail covering their nose acts as a biological scarf, trapping their warm breath and keeping their face perfectly heated. But it is also a masterful defensive posture. A dog's most vulnerable, fragile organs are located right in the center of their soft belly. By curling their spine outward and tucking their belly inward, they are building an impenetrable fortress around their vital organs. If a predator attacks in the middle of the night, the dog's spine will take the hit, protecting the heart, the liver, and the stomach. Now, what does it mean when your completely safe domestic house dog sleeps like this in your living room? First, it likely means they are just a little bit chilly. If you see the donut pose, offering them a cozy blanket is a wonderful idea. But, psychologically, if a new rescue dog or a brand new puppy sleeps exclusively in the donut pose, it means they are feeling just a little bit guarded. They are still adjusting to the environment and prefer to keep their vital organs protected while they analyze their new home. It is a completely normal, self-soothing behavior. Now, let us look at the complete opposite of the donut. This is the flying Superman. You have absolutely seen this pose, especially if you have a young puppy or a highly active sporting breed. This is when your dog lies flat on their belly, stretching their front paws all the way forward and completely splaying their back legs out straight behind them. They look exactly like Superman flying through the sky. This pose is hilarious, but it serves an incredibly specific, high-level biological function. It is the ultimate temperature regulation hack. If you look at the underside of a dog's belly Right where the back legs meet the groin, the fur is incredibly thin. On many dogs, that skin is almost completely bare. Blood vessels run extremely close to the surface in this specific area. When a dog has been running outside, playing fetch, or feeling overly warm in a heated house, they will actively search out a cold tile floor, the kitchen linoleum, or a shady patch of grass. They go into the Superman pose to press the maximum amount of that bare, hairless belly skin directly against the cold surface. This physical contact allows the cold floor to rapidly pull the excess heat right out of their bloodstream. It acts exactly like a biological radiator, dropping their core body temperature incredibly fast without them needing to pant heavily. Psychologically, the Superman pose tells you something very specific about your dog's state of mind. A dog sleeping in this position is technically in a highly active state. Because all four of their paws are deployed and pointed outward, they are ready to pop up and sprint into action in less than a second. You will see high-energy breeds like Border Collies and Jack Russell Terriers use this pose constantly. It means they are resting their eyes, but their brain is saying, "I am ready to play the exact second you throw that ball." But what if your dog sleeps on their belly, but they do not splay their legs out? What if they tuck their paws politely underneath their chest and just rest their chin on the floor? This is the lion pose. The lion pose is one of the most misunderstood resting positions. It looks very regal and very majestic. Your dog's head might be resting directly on their front paws, or their head might be lifted slightly while they snooze. In canine behavioral psychology, this is not true sleep. We call this active resting. When a dog is tucked into the lion pose, their muscles are not actually relaxed. There is still a baseline level of isometric tension running through their shoulders and their hindquarters. This is the chosen sleep position of the guardian. Breeds that were genetically engineered to guard livestock, protect properties, or herd sheep will utilize this pose constantly. German Shepherds, Great Pyrenees, Cane Corsos, and Dobermans are famous for it. Because their paws are planted firmly under their center of gravity, they can transition from a dead sleep to a full protective sprint in the blink of an eye. Furthermore, by resting their jaw directly on the hard floor or their paws, they can literally feel the physical vibrations of footsteps approaching the house before they even hear them. If your dog uses the lion pose frequently, they are telling you that they take their job as the pack protector very seriously. They are choosing to rest, but they are keeping one ear rotated toward the front door. They are watching over you while you watch television. If you want to help a guardian breed achieve deeper sleep, you can use a soothing voice and gently tell them the house is safe. You can rest now. Often, giving them verbal permission to clock out from their guard duty will prompt them to let out a deep sigh and roll over onto their side. And that brings us directly to the deep side sleeper. When a dog rolls entirely over onto their side, leaving their legs sticking straight out horizontally into the room, everything in their biology changes. In order to lay on their side, a dog has to completely release the tension in their spine. They have to let go of their shoulder muscles and relax their jaw. When a dog commits to the side sleeping posture, they are finally crossing the threshold from light, dozing into profound, deep, rapid eye movement sleep, commonly known as REM sleep. REM sleep is absolutely critical for canine cognitive health. This is the stage of sleep where their brain processes all the memories, training, and smells they experienced that day. It is also the phase where physical tissue repair happens. Because they are in such a deep neurological state, this is the position where you will see the absolute funniest and strangest behaviors. Have you ever watched your side-sleeping dog suddenly start twitching their paws like they are running? Have you ever heard them let out tiny, muffled, high-pitched barks, or seen their lips quivering? They are dreaming. Scientists have proven through brainwave mapping that dogs dream exactly like humans do. Your dog is likely dreaming about chasing a rabbit in the yard, eating a giant piece of chicken, or playing fetch with you. But I must give a vital veterinary tip here. Because a side-sleeping dog is in such a vulnerable, disconnected state of deep REM sleep, you should never startle them awake. If you suddenly touch or shake a dog while they are deep in a dream, they can experience what is called a sleep startle reflex. In their confused, half-asleep panic, even the sweetest dog might snap or bite reflexively before they realize who you are. Always wake a sleeping dog using your voice from a safe distance. Psychologically, if your dog sleeps on their side in the middle of your living room, it is a beautiful compliment. They are leaving their soft belly partially exposed to the open room. It means they feel profoundly safe and have absolutely zero anxiety about their environment. My friends, we have arrived at our final position, the most ridiculous, the most embarrassing, and the absolute most meaningful sleeping position in the entire canine world, the dead bug. You walk into the bedroom and your dog is laying flat on their back. Their spine is twisted. All four legs are sticking straight up into the air at totally bizarre, crooked angles. Their mouth has fallen open, their jowls are sliding down their teeth, and their tongue is flopping out to the side. They look absolutely absurd. As an owner, you look at them and wonder how on earth that twisted pretzel shape could possibly be comfortable. But, as a veterinarian, when I hear that a dog sleeps in the dead bug pose, it melts my heart. Biologically, this is the single most vulnerable, defenseless position an animal can possibly put their body in. Exposing the soft belly, the fragile throat, and the delicate organs to the open air goes against millions of years of deeply ingrained wolf DNA and survival instinct. It takes a monumental amount of effort for their brain to override that biological programming. Furthermore, because their spine is completely unsupported and twisted on the floor, their muscles are in a state of absolute, total, 100% relaxation. There is zero tension in their body. When your dog willingly exposes their belly to you and falls asleep in the dead bug position, they are giving you the ultimate, highest compliment they can possibly bestow upon a human being. They are telling you that they feel utterly, completely, and undeniably safe in your presence. They know that you are the ultimate protector. They know that no predators are coming through that front door, and even if they did, they know that you would defend them. By exposing their throat and their belly, they are submitting absolute trust into your hands. The bond required to create that level of psychological safety does not happen by accident. It is built through your daily actions. It is built when you choose to use positive training instead of punishment. It is built when you gently file their nails instead of forcing them. It is built every single time you prepare their food, stroke their ears, and give them a warm, safe home to live in. Achieving the 100,000 subscriber milestone today is incredible. But the real victory is looking at the thousands of dogs all over the world who are sleeping deeper and living longer because their owners took the time to learn their language. You are your dog's entire universe. By understanding why they curl into a donut, why they splat like Superman on the tile, and why they expose their belly on your couch, you prove exactly what kind of fiercely loving elite pet parent you are. You see them not just as pets, but as brilliant emotional creatures who speak volumes in total silence. And I want to hear all about your amazing dogs today, too. What is the absolute weirdest, most hilarious sleeping position you have ever caught your dog in? Do they prefer the tight little donut? Or are they a full-blown upside-down dead bug sleeper? Drop your stories in the comments below. I absolutely love reading them, and the community is going to have a great time smiling at all these funny dog habits. Thank you from the very bottom of my heart for 100,000 subscribers. If this masterclass brought you joy and helped you understand your best friend today, please subscribe to follow our channel. We are uncovering the secrets of the animal kingdom that help you build a deeper bond with your pets. Let us nurture their future together. Our next treasure trove of canine wisdom will open soon. Please like this video to support our community.